Okay, a very warm and sunny welcome today to the conference on brain capital building at the United Nations General Assembly. It's a fascinating period during which we are actually holding two brain days at the UN Science Summit. Some of you have attended yesterday's fascinating event hosted by the European Brain Council. And today we are taking the focus onto the notion of brain capital, which I hope many of you are already familiar with. Brain capital puts the premium on brain skills and brain health. All that will matter in the coming decades and centuries. And we will discuss today how to bring that brain capital strategy about. That's our main purpose. So today's event is co-organized jointly by the Brain Capital Alliance, by Rice University's Baker Institute for Public Policy, and the HKS, the global company bringing together architects, designers, planners to make the places we live in more beautiful and more in line with what our brains want and expect, I dare to say. So thanks so much for coming today. Our specific focus, as you may have seen in the program, is on brain deals to harness artificial intelligence and deliver SDGs by 2030. And this is not only because we are part of the UN Science Summit, but it is because we believe it can actually help to focus on brain capital as the global community aims to achieve its ambitious targets. So why do we call them deals? Well, because we think that you need a socio-economic pact to arrive where you want to be. So when we think back of the New Deal, I think one thing to say about this was that it was entirely transformational. And we do need similarly transformational approaches right now. Today we will cover a range of issues from mental health through economic resilience onto the built environment and neuroscience-inspired law. And this is deliberate because we are defining the brain capital agenda, and we would very much like your feedback on it. One of you, Marco, has asked me already what would be the desired outcome of today. I think the desired outcome of today would be to have your take on the brain capital approach, and in particular, how to make it more actionable, how to define what we need to do in the next steps, and how to achieve those objectives. So with that in mind, as we await Governor Inslee, who is on his way and almost here, we will change the order a little bit, and I have great pleasure of asking my wonderful colleague and friend, Harris Eyre, the lead of the Brain Capital Alliance, to take us through the concept of brain capital industrial strategy that we are launching today with this event. So, Harris, the floor is yours.